Hello everyone, my name is Mila. Welcome to my channel. This is gonna be my shop my stash for the week. So we're gonna go through the products that I used last week and what I thought of them and pick new products for the upcoming week. So I always do categories because I just can't choose. So last week's category was my newest products. So I chose my newest products in all of the categories and I used them. So there was a lot of first impressions and let's talk about them. So for primer, I chose my newest pore filling primer and my newest all over face primer. My newest pore filling primer is the NYX pore filler. I have used up two of these already, so I had used it before, but this specific tube of it I had never used. I do like this primer, so there's that. The other primer is the Essence Prime Studio Hydrating Skin Refreshing Primer with coconut water and hyaluronic acid. I got this for Christmas and I was so excited about it, and it is a really nice primer. It was the first time that I used it and it is really nice. It has the consistency of a moisturizer and it really just feels like a moisturizer, which is really nice for me who has dry skin. Um, I mean, if you don't want just a hydrating primer, you wouldn't like it because it's just a moisturizer, really. Um, but I love a moisturizing primer even after my moisturizer, so I really liked it. For foundation, my newest foundation was the NYX Born to Glow liquid foundation. I have mine in the shade Porcelain. It was the first time that I used this foundation, and I really like it. I did not see the glow, but it had a very natural finish, and it had pretty good coverage, and I thought it looked really nice on my skin. I wore it maybe 2 or 3 times. I'm wearing it right now. And I do really like this foundation. So there's that. For my concealer, I also had the NYX Born to Glow concealer because it's the newest one. I have the shade Fair. It could be a little bit lighter. I don't know if they have a lighter shade than Fair, but if they do, I would definitely buy that after this one. But I really, really love the concealer and the formula. It's not full coverage, but it has pretty good, like a medium coverage, and it has a very natural finish, and it does not look too heavy or drying on the under eyes. And I would definitely suggest or recommend this product if you have dry skin. For powders, I chose my newest loose powder and my newest pressed powder, which both are from NYX. There's a lot of NYX for some reason. My newest loose powder is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop loose powder in the shade Light. I love this powder. I love it. If you put on too much, it can look heavy, but if you go very light-handed and use a wet sponge to apply it on the under eyes, it looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. So I think I had this in my yearly favorites as well. It's really good. And my newest pressed powder is this mini from NYX. It's the HD finishing powder in translucent. I have used up one of these minis of translucent before. I also have the full size of banana. I find that if you use too much, they can look extremely cakey on the skin, but if you use just a light dusting, it looks beautiful. I really do like that. For bronzer, I had the Take Home the Bronze in Oliver by The Balm. I absolutely love this bronzer. It's not too orange, it's not too cool, it's a very neutral undertoned bronzer, which is great because I have a neutral undertone. So it really is beautiful because it doesn't pull too orange, which a lot of bronzers do, and this one doesn't. So I love it. And also you can use it as a contour or a bronzer or like a bronzer. So that's that's really nice, and I was so happy to use this one. My newest blush was actually this one from Isadora. This is the Perfect Blush in Rose Perfection. This is not. This was the first time that I tried this out. It was also the first time I tried a blush in this packaging. They repackaged it, but I don't think they reformulated it because I have one of the older packaging blushes, and this is pretty similar in both in color and in formula. It's a glowy blush. It's very like it's a very sheer glowy blush. It reminds me of Milani Luminoso a little bit, but it's definitely more pink. Um, but I do like it. I really like it. So there's that. For my highlighter, I almost forgot highlighter. This beautiful thing from Catrice. This is from the Caviar Gouge, the holiday collection for 2020. It's in the shade Glow Couture. Also got this for Christmas, and it's absolutely beautiful. Like, look at that pattern. It's beautiful, and really the highlighter itself, stunning, stunning. You can still get this. I went to the store yesterday, and I still saw this one, so they still have it, at least in some stores. So definitely if you see it, pick it up, and if you love a blinding highlight, pick it up. I'm wearing it today. I don't know if you can see it, but it's stunning, and I'm obsessed with it. So for my eyeshadow palette, I'm not so obsessed with this one. Unfortunately, it's the Linda Holliberry Infinity palette. This is the first Infinity palette. This is what it looks like. So the purpose of this palette is kind of that you can use it both as an eyeshadow palette and as a face palette. I have used the highlighters as face highlighters, and they are pretty. They are not blinding by any means, but they are pretty. The other products I have just used on my eyes. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite formula, especially with the black. The black is not my favorite formula. I used it to fill in my brows, and I don't love it. I don't love it. And also as an eyeshadow palette, it's pretty boring. Like, every single look I create with this palette is pretty much the exact same, which is unfortunate because I would love to love this palette, but I don't. I need to play with it more as a face palette because I just don't love it on my eyes. My setting spray is the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. This was the first time that I used this specific bottle. I have used up one of these before, but it was like, I think 2019. So it was a very long time since I had used this the last time, and I really fell in love with this. It's so nice, and it really makes your makeup stay on longer and melts the powders into the skin beautifully, and it just it's it, it's a newfound love for me. My lip products, I just realized that I forgot to grab my lip gloss, and I haven't used it. So It was the H&M lip gloss in burgundy, I think. I will leave that. Yeah, I haven't used it, so I will just leave it in and come back to it next week. But the bullet lipstick I had is this Lumene Nordic Seduction matte lipstick in the shade Endless Light. It's what I'm wearing on my lips right now. It's really beautiful and I really love the formula. It's a very creamy matte lipstick. It's definitely not transfer proof. Definitely not. It's, as I said, more of a creamy finish than an actual matte. But it has a matte finish, but it's creamy. But I really like it. I really like the color, and I really like the packaging. For my liquid lipstick, I had the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Rome. I really like the soft matte lip creams, but again, they are not really a liquid lipstick. They are definitely more of a lip cream. They are not transfer proof. They have a matte finish, but again, not transfer proof. They are these are very comparable in like formula and how they feel on the lips. But I really like the soft matte lip creams, and that shade is stunning. So those were all of the products that I used this past week. I talked a lot about them this week, but I had a lot of thoughts. So let's jump right into the next week's products. And the category that I got was same color packaging. And that was very hard for me, surprisingly, but I chose the color black because that was the only thing that I really could find something for every category. So let's start with primer. It's not really black packaging. A lot of the products just have a black cap. Because I just could not find something for every category that had the same color packaging. I just could not. So this is the Makeup Revolution Star Primer Water Gel Primer with anise extract. It's a really, really nice hydrating primer, and it smells like black licorice. It smells like black salted licorice, which is I love. So I love using this. I would use it just for that, and I would repurchase it just for that because I love it. For foundation, we have another black cap. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in the shade Nude Ivory. This is my second bottle of this. It's not cruelty free. I want to get it out, blah blah blah. But I haven't used this in a while, so I'm excited to use it again. For my concealer, I chose the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer again for the black cap. It's in the shade 05. Yeah, it's getting low, so I don't think I can finish it next week, but I mean, I will get some use out of it. Then, where do I have my powders? Wait a second. So I'm gonna put in this loose powder again because of the black cap. So I will use that again, and then I will put in the Isadora Velvet Touch Compact Powder because of the black packaging, obviously. And it's, I think, like, it's a colored powder, but it's not a powder foundation, I don't think. But it's a little bit too dark, but I can make it work. For bronzer, we have the Essence Sun, Sand, and Golden Rainbows Matte Bronzing Powder. It's black and clear, so it's black. This is one of those very warm bronzers. but I'm gonna use it. For a blush, I chose this H&M blush. It's black and gold, but it's black, so this is the Sunrise Pink shade. It's beautiful. It's my oldest blush as well, so we're gonna use that. And for highlight, I'm not gonna open this up because it's very broken, as you can see, but this is my Maybelline Face Studio Chrome Extreme highlighter in the shade Diamond Glow. It has black and clear packaging, so black packaging. It's very broken, but it's like my favorite highlighter, so I'm gonna use it. For eyeshadow palette, I chose the NYX Ultimate Ash palette because it has black packaging. I have used this palette once, and I think it has some beautiful shades, especially for winter time. So I'm extremely excited to be using this more. For my setting spray, I chose this. This is the a NYX bottle, but it contains my Lumene face mist with Cloudberry, which I don't love that one, but I mainly didn't like it because of the packaging, so I transferred it into this one, and I don't love the scent, but this packaging is black, so I chose it. And for my lip products, my bullet lipstick, I chose this Isadora lipstick in the shade Heather. I will swatch it for you. It's this one. I haven't used this in so long, so I'm very excited to use it a couple of times. For liquid lipstick, another black cap one. This is the NYX Lip Lingerie in the shade Melise. And I don't think I have used this one yet, so very excited to use that. And for lip gloss, black cap. This is the H&M mini lip gloss in the shade 1 from the Advent calendar. And it's just a very light pink lip gloss. And it's tiny. So those were my products for next week. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you love Shop My Stashes, project pans, or makeup content in general. And I do upload 3 to 4 times a week, sometimes more than that. So there's a lot to watch. So I'll see you next time. Bye.